Okay, so we're back. With high blood pressure, you want to have a diet low in sodium and fat. So here are the few of the top foods you really should avoid. Pickles. Pickles are low calorie, which is great, but they're loaded with sodium. One medium pickle, which is about 5 inches long, can have around 570 milligrams of sodium. That's over 1/3 of your sodium limit, which is 2,300 milligrams for the day. And we won't talk about what it actually makes a pickle and what's a pickle is made of from, which is not the best thing. That's another program. How about this? Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup is often considered a comfort food, but it is not so comforting to know that there can be up to 880 milligrams of sodium in 1 cup per serving. Oh, sauerkraut. Okay. You see, it's a low calorie and a great way to add vegetable to a bratwurst, right? Nope. You see, a half cup may have only about 13 calories, but it also has over 460 milligrams of sodium. Fast food French fries. While many fast food chains are now frying their fries in trans fat-free oil, not all of them are. Regardless, French fries still provide a large dose of fat and sodium. A medium serving of fries has about 19 grams of fat and 270 milligrams of sodium. Bacon. See, bacon is mostly fat. Think about it. Just 3 slices have 4.5 grams of fat and about 270 milligrams of sodium. You may want to opt out for a lower variety. Some people like trying the turkey bacon instead of pork. Not that it's necessarily better per se. Even with these switches to bacon, should remain a special treat, not an everyday indulgence. You should have bacon, say once every 500 years. Yeah. Whole milk. Dairy is a great source of calcium, or is it? But high-fat dairy sources like whole milk provide more fat than you need. A 1 cup serving of whole milk provides 8 grams of fat, which is about 1 cup of a whole milk provides 8 grams of fat, 5 of which are saturated. Saturated fats are worse for you than any other types and has been linked to heart disease. You may want to try using 2% or even better, 1% or skim milk. Now, that's what the nutritionists say. Me, I say don't drink milk at all. Milk is not for humans. Milk is for cows. Uh-oh. I had to put that down twice. Frozen pot pies. Frozen pot pies. Now, who hasn't eaten a pot pie? I can remember the days. You see, a single pot pie equals a serving of about 1,300 to 1,400 milligrams of sodium, plus about 35 grams of fat. Keep in mind that this is over 50% of your daily recommended values for both. The fat also includes trans fat, which you want to eliminate from your diet completely. And an unhealthy dose of saturated fat too, huh? Hey, might as well get ready to clear out your freezer. Donuts, Krispy Kreme, anybody? See, donuts may be popular, but they sure aren't good for your health and your body. Just one donut packs in 200 calories with 12 grams of fat. Ramen noodles. Who hasn't eaten ramen noodles? They're cheap, easy, accessible. You don't got to do all that of cooking. Why? Because they're cooking you. You see, ramen noodles are popular among college students, but they are not exactly a healthy meal. I mean, one package of ramen noodles contains, which adds another 14 grams of fat to your day and another 1,580 milligrams of sodium. Huh. Interestingly, it is actually the flavor packet that contains most of that sodium. I mean, to the left is a look at the noodles, the dry noodles, before adding hot water. Oh, by the way, there was a particular study that was done. This particular physician, he designed a little pill that you could take. It was actually a microtransmitter. And they got to see the food as it's being digested in your digestive tract or in your stomach. And they found that of all the things that they put down, had some volunteers to swallow so they could see the food actually digest. They found that the ramen noodles didn't actually break down so easy. They could stay in your stomach up to 2 or 3 days. That's a lot of decomposing. That's a lot of fermentation. And that's a whole lot of putrefying sodium that you got in your stomach. That's why our fluctuations, our gas smells so toxic. You want to be aware of that. Margarine. Margarine, they say, now these aren't my words, is not exactly necessarily bad. You just have to make sure to pick the kind with no trans fats. Read the label closely. It is important for your health to avoid trans fats altogether. Sugar. Oh no, I'm not being sweet to you. You see, foods with extra calories and full of sugar cause you to gain extra weight. Obesity is a significant detriment for high blood pressure. The extra weight puts surplus strain on the heart and slows down the blood flow. Alcohol. You see, alcohol consumption actively causes the blood pressure to elevate. It also damages the walls of the blood vessels, while simultaneously increases the risk of further complications, not to mention alcoholism. Red meat. A healthy eating plan, according to what they used to say, should include only a small amount, if any, of saturated or trans fats. You see, fatty foods are bad for both the heart and blood vessels. So avoid red meat and fast food, along with other fats that include hydrogenated oils. Table salt. You see, we need some salt. The problem is we get overboard. And the problem is many of the food manufacturers put salt in everything. Did you know there's even salt in ketchup? There's even salt in candy. Did you know that? And a lot of your medications are imbued with salt. You see, too much sodium does direct damage to the heart and arteries and raises the blood pressure significantly. So these are some of the things you want to avoid. So, and always, beloved, please learn to read the packages. And I'm going to be having a little course on that, how you can read labels to see exactly what you're getting and if it's worth eating. It's like my mom told me, it may be good to you, but it's not good for you. Stick around. There's more to come from here.